what do you like and dislike most about AI?
Okay, so I'll start with dislike. My dislike is connected to the education and kind of to the growing an agency point as well. I think that it has become too easy for junior staff to lean on AI and almost fake it till you make it, but then they never make it in terms of skills. So there's an element of fake it till you make it when you're developing strategies, and I totally get that. I've done it myself. But if you're leaning on AI and then never really learning what works and what doesn't, never really picking up on what makes a good campaign or doesn't make a good strategy, how are you then going to deliver that when you get to a strategist level, a director level?
Yeah.
Like, I think that there's going to be a massive gulf because of AI where junior people are going to get left here and senior people are going to be poorer skill wise than they were 5-10 years ago as a result, because it's just so easy now to go, well, I don't need junior people because I can just get AI to do that junior task. And then as a strategist, if you so wished, you could create a strategy and a campaign using AI from beginning to end. I think that it would be very similar to what someone else who's doing the exact same thing, just AI to A to Z. The campaigns would look all the same. The example I lean on is from The Incredibles. The bad guy in The Incredibles is Syndrome, Ginger Kid. And he basically says, in a world where everyone's super, no one will be. And his goal is to make everyone have like superpowers. That's almost like the conversation with AI, where in a world where every campaign is AI start to end, nothing's really going to resonate, nothing's really going to stand out. It's all just going to become mundane and boring. I think when marketing becomes mundane and boring, we're in a really rough place as an industry. So yeah, that'd be my biggest dislike, would be that gulf that it's going to create. And then my biggest win around it, it's a contradiction, but there's a balance to find. But like, we're able to work at a much faster pace than we were 2, 5, definitely 10 years ago because of AI. So still giving the junior staff the skills and the understanding of why they're doing tasks, or why the data looks this way, and what we can conclude from the data looking a certain way. I'm now able to create data, export data, analyze data at a much faster rate, which means when we're developing our strategies, we can be more reactive to trends. We can be more reactive to conversations that are taking place and jump on them a lot faster than what we were able to do in the past, which allows us to capitalize on those sort of like. So
if things are becoming so much quicker, are you finding from clients, are they pushing back more in terms of budget, wanting to reduce the price? Because as you've said, if the expectation is, well, you're not needing as much time to do something, do you know what I mean? Is that a factor that's going to be a challenge?
So this goes back to one of our biggest problems that we've faced as an agency this year, to be honest. And it's not, there needs to be a shift where if you are selling time, there's always going to be this pushback of something doesn't take as long now, so therefore you're not using as much time, so therefore you don't need as much budget. We had a similar thing where we're briefing creators and a brand says, right, I'm going to send that to 5 creators. But then what happens if they say we're going to send that brief to 50 creators? Then all of a sudden it costs us a lot more to review that content and to post and publish that content. So we're moving away from being a time-based like focus. Instead of selling time, we sell outputs and, most importantly, outcomes. Because if you're selling outputs, you're just a briefing agency or you're just a content agency, and you're easy to scale down when times get rough, if that's the case. But if you say we're going to generate you I'm just going to use £1 million in additional revenue from organic search, that's a really attractive prospect. And if you then go, yeah, well, it's only going to cost you 120, 200k a year, they look at the numbers and they go, well, that's attractive to a CFO. It's a 5x ROI, whatever it is. It's a lot easier to battle your argument and to have that discussion, rather than, yeah, well, we said it was going to take 10 hours to do this strategy. We've actually only used 6. So now you can either use your 4 hours for something else, or we just don't charge you for it. And they're obviously just going to say, well, don't charge us for the 4 hours or whatever it is. So yeah, we've wanted to move past time-based retainers for the majority of the year, and then just got into that position towards the back end of the year, to be honest.